With the grace of Allah, at the very beginning, Allah mandated how many prayers? 5. No. See? Got you there. Allah Azza wa Jal mandated 50 prayers. And when he came down, he met Prophet Musa. And he told him what happened. He said, Allah gave me 50 prayers. He said, go back to Allah. 50, your people will not be able to pray those. It was reduced 5 by 5. But imagine if Musa, peace be upon him, was not there. And Allah Azza wa Jal kept these prayers as 50 prayers a day. In a 24 hours day, that means that every half an hour you have to go to the masjid and perform prayer. Would life been easy? No. Allah Azza wa Jal, with His grace and generosity, made it 5 with the reward of 50.
Muslims are expecting to hear from God only through dreams or visions. Even the Prophet Muhammad received, according to Islam, revelations through an angel, not directly from God. So who am I to receive a message from Allah, is how a Muslim would think. But dreams and visions, they are expecting to hear from God. We actually had a special prayer called Salat Istikhara that was designed to ask Allah to give us a dream for guidance. I had one vision and 3 dreams. The first dream was a very symbolic dream. It was confusing to me, but at the end of it, I thought, okay, God, I think you're telling me to become a Christian, but I need something more clear. And so God gave me a second dream that was far more clear. It was actually a parable right out of the New Testament. God put me right in the middle of it, and I had never read that section of the Bible before. It was from Luke chapter 13. Christ was going through the villages speaking the good news, and the disciples asked him, Lord, are many going to be saved? And he said, make every effort to enter through that narrow door. For many, I tell you, will try, and few will be able. In my dream, I was standing at a narrow door, looking at a feast, wanting to come in, afraid that the owner would come and start before I could get in. The third dream, I was on a set of stairs coming up and out of the mosque. The people around me were actually people that I respected highly in the Islamic society that I was a part of, but they were all sitting below me or behind me, which in that symbolism meant they were not as far along the path of truth as I was. I was on my way out of the mosque. I did not hinge everything on the experience of these dreams, but they were confirmatory for all the evidence and the research that I had spent years on.